All right, we have head coach Alfee Reft, Kat Lutz, and Cheridyn Leverette, who will open up the questions.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations. Coach, I'll start with you. You often talk about fine-tuning and talking about the small things. Could you elaborate on the specific areas you've concentrated on between Thursday and today?
Yes, I can elaborate. We had a quick turnaround from another, tough one on, was that Thursday we played? We didn't really train, to be honest. We had to recover. Our team took some time to take care of themselves, but young lady here, Cheridyn, was in the gym and working on some attacking, and hitting the ball high. And so we had a couple people in there just doing some individual things, but mostly I think it wasn't training because a lot of the conversation is just how we're existing in these moments, in these big matches. And so there's this conversation, I think continued conversation about how we're learning from these really gut-wrenching losses and using that as information to move forward. And so our team was better tonight in that. I think we didn't rest or give any space for Michigan State to really come back in. And that's something we've been talking about a lot. So I thought our team was better there tonight.
Thank you. And then, Kat, today you played in honor of World Adoption Day. Today is also LA Volleyball Day. What does it mean to you to compete for a cause greater than the game itself? And would you say that it had something to do with today's win, or did it give you a bigger sense of purpose today?
Yeah, it was really awesome inviting a bunch of kids and their foster families from LA County, and just to see them come to the game and know that, they're fighting so hard, it gives us a cause to fight for, and knowing not every situation is perfect, but with the love and support of families and community, it can make the biggest difference. So I think that was super awesome, and having the team support too is just amazing. And it was great to see all the kids out there having fun, rooting for us, and yeah, it was awesome.
Hi. Today marks your first week at Poly, so what does that mean for you guys, and how important is that for you?
Wow, well, I didn't even really I wasn't thinking about it like that, but that's pretty fun, I guess. I think it just goes to show we've earned the opportunity to start taking these games. We've done so much work, and it's the time is now. It's no more waiting, we could have done this. It's time to actually start letting that be present on the court. So I think that this was just the turning point for us. This is just the start of what we're looking towards for the next half of this Big Ten.
Today it seemed like you guys were sharper, committing less errors, you were hitting hard there. Can you just talk a little bit about that? I know you mentioned in the beginning, can you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah, it's hard to put your finger on what that is, other than I think Cheridyn touched on it a little bit. You get to a point where you're tired of losing. You're tired of talking about the lessons, and it's time to execute. And I think part of that is some of the dialogue that's happening in match, but also just sheer execution that we know our players are capable of, and I think are ready to start seeing in matches. So it's not there's nothing we can really say it's this or that. It's just a cumulative amount of work that's gotten us to here, and we're hungry to do more of it.
My final question for you for Cheridyn. So you guys are playing against USC again, probably. As you prepare to face them again, what do you think are the key strategies or challenges that you're focusing on this time around?
I'm sure USC is also another great competitor, and I'm sure they've been working, but we have been working our butts off to make the little plays, just focusing more on the execution in those moments. So I feel like that is going to come to light, and I can't wait to be able to do it in front of our home crowd. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, and I think we've also just built so much trust with each other, where it's we know we can just let it rip, and I think just letting that shine through it, especially at home, is going to be super awesome, and I know we're super pumped to play.
So Kat, today is Adoption Awareness Day, and you invited a couple families and their children to come over. How view your role in supporting foster kids and adoptive families, and how do events like these raise awareness and understanding of adoption and foster care within the broader community?
Mhm. So I definitely feel like from a young age, I've been an advocate for foster and adoption, being adopted myself. And I think that, these events are great because not a lot of people know about adoption. So I think just getting the word out there and, whether that's someone telling their aunt, like, hey, have you ever thought about fostering a child? Like, knowing that can make the difference in a child's life. Like, you can easily be the hero of one of these child stories. So I think events like these are great where you just raise awareness and just get the word out there.
Yeah, and kind of on the topic of that, like, what do you hope, these children and families take away from today's event? And are there ways like fans can support foster children and adoptive families in the UCLA community?
Yeah. So, sorry, could you repeat that first part?
Oh yeah, no worries. Like, what do you hope that the families take away from today's event? And are there ways families and fans can support foster children and adoptive families in the UCLA community?
So I feel like there's a lot of negative stigmas and stereotypes around foster and adoption. So this event was really to bring light and to celebrate these families and all what these resource parents and families are doing, which is awesome. And for more resources, I have a bunch on my Instagram page, and I know at this event it's really easy to get connected. And just if you know anyone interested in fostering or adoption, yeah.
And you talked about your own personal experiences, and the video was shown on the Jumbotron and everything. How does being a part of today's event focus on adoption awareness impact you personally? And what message would you like to share with children in foster care or those who have been adopted?
Yeah, so being adopted definitely drives me to, pursue my passions because I was given these great opportunities, and without my loving parents, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. So that just really is the driver for me when I get on the gym, whether that's with schoolwork, with whatever it is that, life throws my way. And I think knowing that and where I came from, that's just a big part of my identity and passion.
And then, what message do you want to give out to these kids and their families about achieving their dreams regardless of the challenges they may face?
Yeah, my message is that love binds you together no matter what, and the love a parent, resource parent can provide is just amazing, and that can really change the course of a child's life.
Yeah, and how is the experience of meeting foster and adoptive families influence your perspective?
It's super awesome because I feel like we can definitely connect on a deeper level, and then that kind of drives me in my advocacy for wanting to promote adoption and get these kids to a permanent, safe, loving home so then they can have these opportunities like I have to pursue in life.
Thank you both.
Thank
you.